Hello owners, and welcome to the regular season finale, week 14 in review. It was a wild week with a couple of games going down to the final seconds of the Monday night games, and we did have two Monday night games this week because of the snow collapsing the roof of the Metrodome, which ended up giving us two Monday night games. So tremendous scoring on Monday night, big turnarounds, big games, very exciting. Playoff implications on these Monday night games. It was fun to watch. Man, so let's take a look back. Let's start. So like I said, wild finish to the regular season. With when we went into this week 14, we had the possibility of as many as 7 teams finishing tied at 8-6. We ended up with 5 out of those 7 teams. One team rose to a 9-5.
Daddy, can I read your movie?
Yeah, if you hurry up with your wet shirt. Just say hi.
Hi.
You're not even in there yet. There you are.
Hi, so when the Patriots played against the Ravens one night, the Ravens not beat us, the Patriots will battle.
That's right. And the Patriots won again this week. All right, let me finish up. Thank you for that update.
You're welcome.
Got him brainwashed already, little Patriots fan. Right? All right, so we had 2 teams end up at 7-7 for a total of 8 teams at 500 or better. So let's see how this unfolded, and then we'll talk about the playoffs after the review. Game of the week, the high-scoring affair between Master Killer and T-Dub. T-Dub found a way to score some points this week. He ended up with the high score of the week, beating the eventual Stewie Division winner, 123-113. 5 in double digits for T-Dub, including 4 of those players over 20 points. T-Dub's kicker, Jay Feely, led all of his scorers with 27 points. Jay Feely, huge game for a kicker. 5 field goals, including one of those from 55 yards. He also had 4 extra points, and then he had that terrific fake field goal 5-yard touchdown run for the Arizona Cardinals as they just crush the Denver Broncos in that game. Chris Johnson, after scoring 6 points total in his last 2 games, a 0 and a 6 for those keeping score, end up with 25. That was his first game over 20 points since all the way back in week 6. He totaled 179 yards in that one and did have a touchdown. Chargers D had 22. Pierre Garçon had 21. 4 in double digits from Master Killer, led by 40 from Darren McFadden. I think that's his second game of the year, over 40 points. Darren McFadden exceeding all preseason prognostication. And just end up having a huge year, making Michael Bush pretty much irrelevant all year long. He had 209 total yards and 3 scores in that one. 49ers D had 19, Colson 16, Vernon Davis 13. Master Killer ends the season at 8-6, T-Dub 4-10. Staying in the Stewie Division, the Headbangers Dogs matchup. Sheboygan Headbangers win this one 104-88. A lot of scoring in Monday night on this one. Dogs made it respectable with big games from Matt Schaub and the G-Men defense, but not enough to overcome Jacob's additional scoring in those Monday night games. 5 in double digits for Sheboygan Headbangers, led by 33 from the Steelers D, including 2 pick sixes off Carson Palmer in their game on Sunday. Jacobs, as I mentioned, and MJD each had 19, both going over 100 yards. Ryan 13, Winslow 11. 3 in double digits for the Dog. Again, as mentioned, Schaub 33 on 393 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. 2-point conversion to tie the game in that one, then gave it up in overtime with the pick 6 to the Ravens. Giants D 20, so that was 55 of his 88 points scored between those 2 guys on Monday night. Steven Jackson 10. Sheboygan Headbangers, they end up at 8-6. The Dogs end up at 6-8 on the season. Moving to the Bryan Division. Cats crush Manbunga 109-59. 5 in double digits for the Cats, led by Michael Turner's 32 on 112 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Kitna had 19. Moreno and the Falcons D 17 each, and Akers 14. Akers' 7th game in a row for the Philadelphia Eagles in double digits. 7 games in a row. Is it me, or are a lot of kickers scoring a lot of points this year? It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet. 3 in double digits for Manbunga. Santana Moss 14. Goodson 13. Vienna Terry 12. Cats end up with the best record in the Peanut Butter Jelly Time League this year with a 9-5 record. Manbunga finishes up at 5-9. Cats, the only team in the playoffs that was not involved in some sort of tiebreaker. And yes, Peanut Butter Jelly Time League, awesome, according to Owen. Let's see, no tiebreaker because not only do they win, but the Pilot Lights lose. They fall to the Monkeys 102-104. Another game decided on Monday night. Monkeys get big games from Flacco and Mason on that Monday, and they climb to the win over Pilot Lights. 4 in double digits for the Monkeys.
That's right.
They get, as mentioned, 21 from Flacco, 19 from Mason. Both of Flacco's touchdowns going to Mason in that game against Houston. Jets D, they did lead the Monkeys. They did lead the Monkeys with 25 points. I don't know. I totally lost track. Witten, 18 for the Monkeys. Pilot Lights put 6 in double digits, but get 0 from their tight end, Greg Olson, which really kind of killed him. Brady led the team with 28 on 369 yards, 2 touchdowns in that blizzard in Chicago. McCoy, 16 on 149 rushing yards. Mal Floyd, 17, including 2 touchdowns. Welker, 115 of Brady's passing yards in that snowstorm. Hillis, only 11 points in this one. Only 11 points in this one for Hillis. On a bit of a downturn, only scoring 11 in week 13. You have to go all the way back to week 6 to find a game in single digits for Peyton Hillis. No! Wait a minute. Come on, guys. Give me a second. Man. And that was his only other single-digit game. That was back in week 6 for Peyton Hillis. Already at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Browns D had 10 also in that game. Lights have followed Hillis in his 2 bad games, losing their last 2 games of the season to finish out the year at 7-7 and out of the playoffs, which means we will have a new champion this year. No back-to-back wins for the Pilot Lights. The Monkeys finish the season with a 6-8 record. Moving on to the last division, which was also the closest division, with all of their teams finishing at least 500. Loose Cannons beat Super Simon 93-83. Another game decided on Monday night. Telling you, this one came down to the Monday night game. Actually came down to the final seconds of the Ravens-Houston's game. Loose Cannons get 4 in double digits, led by Philly guys once again. This time is D. Jax leading the way with 33 points on 210 receiving yards.
Ow!
I'm trying to talk here, man. D. Jax, 33 on 210 receiving yards. I think he only had like 3 catches in that one. One of them a 91-yard touchdown pass. Vic throwing to him scores 25 on 270 passing yards, 16 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns. Pac D, 14. Ray Rice, 11 on Monday. 5 in double digits for Simon, led by Peyton Manning's 26. Way back on Thursday, 319 passing yards, 2 touchdowns in that one. Ravens D, 18 on Monday. Tolbert, 13. Mercedes Lewis and Suisham, 11 apiece. Bolden couldn't get it going on Monday. Ends up with only 4 to Mason's 19. Also, Super Simon's KC tandem of Dwayne Bowe and Thomas Jones combined for 0 points. Really putting the nail in the coffin for Super Simon this week. Both of those teams end up at 8 and 6. Owen, please, if you're going to sing, go in the other room, all right?
I'll wait.
80, get off my computer. Go and watch Dora the Explorer. Come on, man. Get out of here. Go. Go. All right. Also at 8-6 in the Quagmire division, finishing at 8-6, Clash City Rockers, who have lost their second in a row. This time to the Pitons, 75-34. Pitons, 4 in double digits, led by Breeze's 22, including 3 touchdowns. Sings D had 21 in that game as well, including a 96-yard defensive touchdown. Foster, 14. Reggie Wayne, 12. Only 1 in double digits for the Rockers, in their worst game possibly of their entire career. Hasselbeck had 13. Clash City Rockers, kryptonite to other teams, with the Pitons being the 7th team in a row, failing to break 80 points against the Rockers. Only 4 teams all year have gone over 80 points all year versus the Rockers. Rockers 5-2 in that span of 7 in a row of opposing teams, not breaking 80. So, as mentioned, Rockers do end the season on a 2-game skid, but finish with a record of 8-6. Pitons close with a 2-game win streak, and they finish the season at 7-7. So, what's that mean for the playoffs as I approach 11 minutes and 30 seconds? Cats, clear winner of the Bryan division at 9-5. Pilot loss knocked them out of playoff contention. Master Killer held the head-to-head tiebreaker over Sheboygan Headbangers, sweeping their divisional series and take the divisional crown. And in the Quagmire, Clash City Rockers takes the 3-way tiebreak between Clash City Rockers, Loose Cannons, and Super Simon, based on win-loss tie percentage between the 3 teams. Clash City Rockers at 3-1, sweeping Loose Cannons and splitting with Super Simon. Super Simon at 2-2, splitting both Loose Cannon and Rocker series, and Loose Cannons at 1-3, with the only win coming against Super Simon. So they take the Quagmire crown, Clash City Rockers. So, wild card. Super Simon, Loose Cannon, runoff. So only the highest ranking team of that division moves on. Super Simon, as mentioned, split the regular season series. So it comes down to divisional record. They held the divisional record 3-3 to 2-4. They move on to the tiebreaker between Sheboygan Headbangers, taking the wild card after they beat Sheboygan Headbangers in the regular season. So, championship bracket, number 1 seed, Cats. Number 2, Master Killer. Number 3, Clash City Rocker. And the 4th seed goes to the wild card, Super Simon. Master Killer, higher seed based on the regular season win over Clash City Rockers. Other brackets, mediocre. Number 1 seed, Sheboygan Headbangers. Number 2, Loose Cannon. Number 3, Pilot Lights. Number 4, Pitons. Tidy Bowl. Number 1, Monkeys. Number 2, Chili Dogs. Number 3, Manbunga. Number 4, T-Dub. 13.5 minutes. If you want to get more in depth in those rankings, go to the post that went out on Monday night. We got one last thing, the Pick'em. Manbunga led this start to finish. He wins it with 50 points. Cats are in second after they take the top score in week 14 with 5 points. They are second with 44. Clash City Rockers fall to third with 43 points. Manbunga, congratulations on that $80 Pick'em pool win. So that does it for the regular season. Moving on to the playoffs. I'm at 14-02. Championship. We got the Cats looking really good. Master Killer looking really good. Simon looking really good. Clash City Rockers backing into the playoffs, scrambling. 6 waiver wire moves this week, trying to get something going. We got some other competitive brackets, so hopefully it'll be a great playoff finish to this 6th year. We've got a 75% chance of seeing a new name on the trophy and only a 25% chance of seeing an old name on the trophy. Guys, I gotta run. We're almost at 15 minutes. I am out from Peanut Butter Jelly Time headquarters. Super Bowl party here too. See you later.